Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'm Amy, also known as Pochay, mas kilala sa Pochay sa Facebook. I'm the admin of this group. Hello, Ma'am Danica, and hello, Sir Roel. I'm doing the live because apparently there's a lot of people that still don't have a lot of good ideas or information about the island, specifically Isla Verde in Batangas or Verde Island. So, kung sino man, hello Sir Michael. So, sino man po yung may mga questions tungkol sa island, accommodations and everything, ngayon na po kayo magtanong. I think most of the questions na nakukuha ko regarding the island is it safe there? Naapektuhan ba siya ng taal or hindi? Para po maikampante yung isip niyo, yung pag-aalala niyo. Hi April, kamusta? Safe po sa Isla Verde. Actually hindi nga masyadong naramdaman doon. Well, nakita yung malaking smoke nung sumabog yung Taal Volcano. Pero walang ashfall, walang tsunami or anything na naramdaman. Ang malungkot lang kasi syempre because it's Taal is in Batangas. So akala ng majority ng mga tao affected rin ang Isla Verde. Actually hindi po. Medyo malayo po yung Isla Verde sa Taal Volcano. So safe pa rin po pumunta sa Isla Verde. And then, hello sir. And then, para po sa mga nagwo-worry kung inabot ba ng ashfall, may mga lindol ba na nangyayari sa island, wala po. Lalo na nung nangyari yung pagsabog ng Taal, hindi po siya, yung path ng hangin ay iba. Malayo siya, panorte yung takbo ng hangin, if I'm correct. Basta safe po pumunta sa isla, it's too far from the Taal Volcano. So, sino po yung may question? May question dyan. Tanong lang po kayo. I'm willing to answer. Hello, Caesar. How are ya? Regarding, let me give you a little bit of information about the island. Kasi parang major misconception ng mga guests na pumupunta sa island, akala nila pag sinabing Isla Verde, isang location lang siya. Napakalaki po ng Isla Verde. There's 6 barangays. May 6 na barangays sa Isla Verde. Still pretty. Joke, Cesar. May 6 na barangay sa Isla Verde. And bawat barangay po may mga bangka na bumibiyahe papunta at paalis ng isla. So it's very important na if you're planning to come to Verde Island, meron na kayong kausap, meron na kayong accommodation na reserve. Kasi it's not advisable for walk-ins. Kasi maraming gustong ganun eh. Parang out of the blue, nagplano lang sila na pumunta ng isla. And then, paano, like for example, ngayong dadating na Holy Week, paano kung nag-walk-in ka sa island and fully booked na lahat ng accommodations and resort, wala kang matutuluyan. And isang biyahe, once a day lang ang biyahe, papunta at paalis ng Isla Verde. So, it's so inconvenient for the guests na basta ka na lang susulpot doon na wala ka munang kinausap or wala ka munang ni-reserve para sa'yo at saka sa mga kasama mo. Kasi what if ganun nga, fully booked, tapos wala ka nang marentahan dun sa mga barangay na gusto mong puntahan. You don't have a choice but to stay on the island kasi ang next na biyahe ulit ay kinabukasan na. And then, ang names ng barangays, of course, Number one ay yung San Agapito. Kasi dun kami lagi. From, and then next is San Antonio, San Agustin, uh, Lipunpon, there's San Agustin, Kanluran ng Silangan. Wait, ulitin ko. Sorry. Papagalitan ako ng mga taga-isla kapag nagkamali ako. So, San Agapito, San Agustin Silangan and Kanluran, that's 3. San Antonio, Lipunpon, and, oh my God, nakalimutan ko isa. San Andres. Yun. Sorry. Medyo signs of aging. Cesar, hope na makarating. It's not my island, Sir Cesar. Ano ka ba? Taga-ano lang ako dun. Dakilang alalay lang ako ng mga guests dun. It's not my island. Hi, Sir Mark. Balik na kayo ulit ni Ma'am Tin sa island. Lalo na ngayong magbabakasyon. And then, like I mentioned earlier, bawat barangay may mga bangka na bumibiyahe papunta sa kanila. So, it's important na meron na nga kayong kausap before kayo pumunta doon sa Isla Verde. And then next is, syempre kailangan alam nyo kung ano yung name ng bangka na sasakyan nyo going to the particular barangay that you want to go to. Kasi bawat barangay nga ay may kanya-kanyang bangka. Baka mamaya pupunta ka ng San Agustin, ang nasakyan mong bangka ay papunta ng San Agapito or papunta ng Lipunpon. So, nahirap na. Although, hindi ko pa natatry, pwede namang mag-hike. Halimbawa, nasa island ka na and you want to see the whole island, 50% of, grabe ka naman, talo mo pa yung senior citizen, maghingin discount 50% off. And then, hindi ko pa siya natatry, pero pwedeng mag-hiking on the island. Ang pinakamalayong narating ko lang is papunta ng Siirin and dun sa Solar, which is like 3 to 4 kilometers uphill hike. Pero maraming nagsasabi na pwede mong ikutin yung buong island. Pwede mong ikutin yung buong island, pero hindi syempre kaya within a day. You have to like give it a few days kasi nakakapagod din. Well, I'm not sure about the professional hikers, pero para sa mga kagaya ko na may arthritis at mga tumatanda na, hindi ko na kaya. And then, one of my friends, si Sir Michael, meron siyang pinagawang grotto ni Padre Pio dun sa island. So, nag-usap kami the other day, actually, a few weeks ago, na gusto niyang ipaayos yung gusto niyang, huwag kang and then gusto niyang ipaayos yung grotto or pagandahin lalo yung grotto para gawing pilgrimage ng mga guests na gustong pumunta sa island. So let's say for example, this coming Holy Week, mag-book kayo ng place, transient home or dun sa resort on the island. And then as part of your activity, because it is Holy Week, you can go to the grotto, the Padre Pio grotto. It's a hike, like a half-day hike, going there. And then, of course, you can go back down again when you feel, if you've rested enough, you can bring your baon going up there. You can also maybe stay up there for a few hours, hike kayo ulit pababa kapag hindi na masyadong mainit. As part of your pilgrimage, as part of your trip to the island for the Holy Week. And then, from what I've learned, there are a lot of churches there. May Catholic Church, may Christian Church, may Iglesia ni Cristo. So, it's very diverse. As diverse as the sea and the ocean around the island itself. And then, para naman po sa mga nagtatanong kung may mabibilhan ba ng food. Well, yes. Merong mabibilhan ng food. May mga sari-sari store. Paminsan-minsan may mga local fishermen na pag nangingisda sila, binebenta yung fish. Pero it's not often. So, I suggest para sa mga guests na gustong magstay sa island for a few days, you bring your own food. Kagaya dun sa uh, binamanage namin na transient homes, we offer naman ice coolers, and then may yellow naman na bibilhan so that hindi masisira yung food na dala nyo. Kasi kung ang question mo is may mabibilhan ba ng frozen foods, wala. If you're expecting like mga pusit, mga fresh fish, na chicken, bihira. Kasi nga, it's an island. Most of the people there, yung trabaho nila, it's either on the mainland, dun nag-work, nag-school, and then yung mga mangingisda, hindi naman sila pwedeng mag-fish ng super dami because as you know, Verde Island Passage is a sanctuary. So, nanghuhuli lang sila ng kanilang pangangailangan, not for commercial fishing. And then, what else? Yes, merong malapit na palengke sa Tabangao Port. Tabangao Port, which is in Lubo, Tabangao Road. Doon po nakadaong yung mga bangka na bumibiyahe papunta ng Isla Verde. So, if gusto nyong mamalengke, halimbawa may sasakyan naman kayo, and gusto nyong mamalengke before kayo pumunta ng island para medyo fresh pa yung food, you have two options, yung bagong palengke, which bagong palengke in Batangas City, and then meron pang dalawang mini market along the road from Libho papunta ng Tabangao. So it's like madadaanan nyo yun, dala nyo na yung styrofoam nyo na may mga ice or kung anong Coleman para mas social, para may Coleman ka na lalagyan ng frozen foods. Pwede kayong dumaan na doon kung ayaw nyo nang pumunta sa bagong palengke. Sa mga nagtatanong about paano pumunta ng Isla Verde, two options of course, commute and private vehicle. So kung private vehicle yung dala nyong sasakyan, pwede na kayong type nyo na lang sa Waze or sa Google Maps yung Tabangao Port. Actually, minsan hindi siya nahahanap ni Google, pero just to be sure, Tabangao Elementary School, Batangas City, and Waze will direct you automatically to the port itself. Fastest route would be South Luzon Expressway all the way to Startol. Pag exit nyo ng Batangas City, you just follow the roundabout to the third exit, and then sundin nyo lang yung Waze. Ang pinaka-major landmark na nasa tamang daan ka is yung SM Batangas City. Once malampasan mo yung SM Batangas City and the church na katabi ng SM, alam mo na nasa right road ka. And then madadaanan nyo yung mga oil depot, tas matatanaw mo na yung dagat from there. For commuters naman na gustong pumunta ng Isla Verde, if you're from Manila, you have three choices. Yung Cubao Bus Station, Pasay Bus Station, and Star Mall Alabang Bus Station na katabing-katabi mismo ng Star Mall Alabang. Hindi po siya yung South Station. Kasi ang South Station parang may oras lang siya. And yung sa Star Mall Alabang, nandun yung mga buses na pupunta talaga ng Batangas City. So, ang number one lang na dapat nyo tandaan kapag pupunta kayo ng Batangas City is make sure yung sasakyan nyo is may nakalagay na Batangas City Grand Terminal. Kasi yun yung familiar ako I've never tried taking the bus from Pasay or Cubao. Well, nasa Cavite ako So yung Star Mall Alabang yung pinakamalapit sa akin. So, ang pamasahe from Star Mall Alabang all the way to Batangas City Grand Terminal is 150 pesos. I'm not sure if there's any changes now, but from the last trip that I took, it was 150 pesos. So, from the Grand Terminal, pagbaba nyo doon, may two options pa rin. There's always a lot of options. Pwede kayong mag-jeep. Sakay kayo ng jeep papunta ng Bagong Palengke. And then, pagbaba nyo sa Bagong Palengke, sakay kayo ng isa pang jeep papunta ng Tabangao Port. Yung jeep na yon, dun mismo kayo ibababa sa Tabangao. Now, kung medyo may budget ka naman at ayaw mo nang mag-akyat baba ng jeep papunta ng Tabangao, dun mismo sa Grand Terminal, may mga tricycle drivers na nag-aabang ng mga pasahero. So, for special trip, lalo na kung may mga bitbit kayo na coolers or medyo madaming bagahe at ayaw nyo nang mag-akyat baba ng jeep, 300 pesos yung bayad from the Grand Terminal sa Batangas City all the way to Tabangao. It's a tricycle trip. Kapag marami akong bitbit at wala akong sasakyan na magamit, doon ako sumasakay sa tricycle kasi mas convenient siya para sa akin dahil hindi na ako maglalakad, hindi na ako mag-aakit baba ng jeep. Plus, kung sakali naman na halimbawa gahol ka na sa oras. Kasi, as I've mentioned to some of the guests before, kailangan before 8 a.m. nandun na kayo sa Tabangao Port. Pagdating niyo sa Tabangao Port, paglampas na ng 8:30 or 9, for sure, naiwanan na kayo ng bangka. So, kung minsan, dun sa Alabang bus terminal, yung first trip ng Alps is 5 o'clock. Minsan naman yung RCG, 4:30 umaalis na siya. Depende kasi sa traffic. So, let's say, for example, nagpasakay ng pasahero yung bus ng 5. Hindi pa puno. Siyempre, pupunuin pa nila yon. Naka-experience na ako ng time na umalis yung bus ng 6:30. So, medyo nag-worry ako kasi siyempre you have to give enough time for your bus travel from Alabang going to the Grand Terminal, 'di ba? Kasi nga naman baka maiwan ka ng bangka. So, yung mga bus, dumadaan pa sila ng Lipa. They don't exit directly to Batangas City. So, dadaan pa yan ng Lipa. And then, mati-traffic pa yan. Dadaan pa ng toll gate. So, there was one time na parang 7:30 na ako nakarating ng Batangas City Grand Terminal. So, I was thinking, baka magahol ako sa oras kung magje-jeep ako. Kasi, syempre, traffic, lalo na pag weekend, and then, ang dami mo pang bitbit. So, it's convenient kung medyo gahol na kayo sa oras at nag-commute lang kayo, sakay na lang ng tricycle from Grand Terminal to Tabangao Port. Unang-unang sasabihin ng mga tricycle drivers sa inyo is 400, 450, pero actually, ang style ko kasi sinasabi ko, nilalagyan ko na lang ng konting Batangas accent. Na linggo-linggo naman akong nandito, kakasakay ko lang din dito nung isang linggo. Sabihin mo, 400. Diba? 300 lang yung ibinayad ko nung isang linggo. Ba't gayon? Bakit nagbago na? Samahan mo ng konting Batangas accent para legit ang tunog na taga-roon ka. Para hindi ka nila, para hindi sila mag-overpricing. Pero tinanong ko naman, yung 300 pesos, is it worth it naman ba? Or hindi ba overpricing? Hindi naman, kasi medyo malayo pa rin talaga siya. And since bawal yung tricycle sa highway dun sa Batangas City, what they do is, parang manap sila ng route, fastest route, na para makarating ka ng Tabangao. And pag sinabi mo pa na, kuya, bilisan mo, maiwan ako ng bangka, alam na nila yun, na magmamadali nila. Pero, safe driving pa rin, syempre. Next is, questions about pamasahe sa boat. So, last year, if you're going to take the public motorboat, it's 350 pesos per head. That's two-way. 150 papunta ng isla, 200 pabalik. Yun yung sa public. Based on sa nakausap ko from the public motorboat, which is Roxanne, MV Roxanne 1 and 2, hindi pa sila nagtataas ng pamasahe. So, 350 pa rin ang pamasahe nila. But, if you're going to take the surface interval boat, yun yung name ng boat ng Surface Interval Resort. So, meron silang 4 boats, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kung minsan, how do you say it? Kasi, okay naman sila sa akin pareho. Ang gusto ko sa Roxanne is kasi syempre mas mura sa kanila. 50 pesos is still 50 pesos. Pambili mo na rin ng yelo yun, di ba? In my case, ng Yossi. So, if you're going to take the MV Roxanne boat, Dahil sa sobrang laki ng Roxanne, capacity niya is from 50 to 60 people, hindi siya makadaong sa buhanginan mismo. So, sasakay ka pa ng maliit na baroto, tawag nila doon baroto, para dadalhin ka sa Roxanne before ka makaakyat ng motorboat. So, may bayad yun per head, 10 pesos yung sa baroto, then siya kakasasakay ng Roxanne. Pagka naman sa surface interval ka napasakay, kasi sometimes, halimbawa may guests na pupunta ng Isla Verde, and then, meron silang extra space para pwede pang magsakay ng pasahero. Sometimes, dun ko pinapasabay yung mga guest kasi merong sariling parang pier yung surface interval. Ang kagandahan lang dun, hindi ka nasasakay ng baroto. Maglalakad ka na lang dun sa kanilang bato na pier, paakyat ng bangka. Hindi ka gaya sa MV Roxanne na sasakay ka pa ng baroto. Although, if you're going to think about it, extra adventure yun eh. Yung sasakay ka pa ng maliit na baroto bago ka makasakay ng bangka. Yun nga lang, syempre, inconvenient siya kapag may kasama na senior citizen or maraming bata. So, the difference, mas mahal nga lang sa surface interval kasi sa kanila 400 per head. Last year, 350 din sa kanila. But ngayon, nagtaas na sila 400 per head, which is two-way na. Excuse me, nababahing ako. Allergic reaction. So, 200 papunta, 200 pabalik. Papunta ng isla, and then pabalik ng Tabangaw Port. Kung tatanungin ako, syempre mas gusto ko sa Roxanne kasi mas mura. Although, actually, pareho silang may pros and cons. Sorry, nahachin talaga ako. Excuse me. So, pareho silang may pros and cons. MV Roxanne, mas mura siya. Very spacious. Kahit gaano kadaming bagahe ang dala mo ay pwedeng-pwede. Very friendly yung mga bangkero. And then, extra adventure, yung pagsakay mo ng maliit na baroto bago ka makasakay ng bangka. So, dun pa lang parang adventure na. Sa surface interval, medyo mahal ng konti, pero hindi ka nasasakay ng maliit na baroto unless low tide. Sasakay ka pa rin ng baroto. Yun kasi yung ano nila, syempre, pag low tide, hindi na makakalapit yung mga bangka sa shore mismo. Kasi nga, sasayad yung bangka. Para sa mga questions regarding is it safe? Yes, it's very safe. May life vests and there's enough people to assist you paakyat pababa ng bangka, and they are regulated by the Coast Guard, so it's very very safe. And then apa ba, pagdating ba ng isla, sasakay pa rin ng baroto? Hindi na, kasi sa Isla Verde meron silang tinatawag na lugar na Uson, which is dun ka na sa buhanginan bababa. Okay, ano pa? Ayaw nyo naman magtanong. Kuda lang ako ng kuda. And then, for the reservations, yes, we do require reservations. Kasi, marami ng instances na halimbawa, meron akong kausap sa phone, sasabihin yeah, pupunta kami ng Isla Verde sa ganitong date, so on and so forth. So, kami naman, papalinis yung place, papaayos para sa in preparation sa pagdating ng guest. Tapos, on the day, hindi naman dadating yung guest, di ba? So, lugi. Kasi syempre babayaran mo yung caretaker para lang, marami kang taong aabalahin para lang ma-prepare yung place para sa guest. Hi, Geraldine. And then, syempre, kagaya nga ng sabi ko, bukod dun sa, kailangan may kausap ka na bago ka pupunta ng isla kasi, tinatawagan namin yung mga kapitan kung sino yung dapat sakyan na guest. Pinapaalam namin sa kanila that we are expecting guests para ma-assist kayo. So, kung hindi ka dadating, madaming taong maabala, right? So, actually, if you're going to book in big hotels, especially in Manila, they do require deposits also. Although yung sa kanila kasi refundable. It's parang, hello Geraldine, thank you for watching. Parang ikaw lang yata yung viewer ko. So, um, although yung sa big hotels kasi, it's refundable naman because it's a security deposit. Yung sa amin naman, it's not a security deposit, but it's a reservation fee na deducted naman sa total amount ng na deducted naman sa total amount na dapat bayaran ng guest based on the amount of days and nights na magsistay sila sa Isla Verde. So let's say for example, 3 days and 2 nights ka magsistay, you make a deposit of 1,000 pesos, ibabawas na natin yun dun sa total amount mo pagdating nyo ng isla. Of course, may down payment. It's more of assurance na talagang desidido kang pumunta sa isla. And then, what else? Para dun sa ice, as of now, meron ng mga nabibilhan ng mga ice dun sa isla. Unlike before, na kailangan pa namin orderin mula sa Tabangaw. Mula sa Tabangaw ng mga ice for our guests. I'm not sure lang kung tapos nang gawin yung ice factory kasi balita ko magkakaroon na ng ice factory. So, we'll see. Balitaan ko kayo after that. And as I mentioned earlier, if you have questions, just feel free to ask me. I'm very glad to help. I'm very glad to assist anyone that would want to go to the island. Mag-book man kayo sa akin or hindi. As long as it's about Isla Verde, game ako na sagutin yung questions niyo. Hi, Mika! And then, for the numbers that you can call me at, let's say I'm not available online, my Globe number, discount, senior citizen ka na ba para mag-discount, Geraldine? Joke. And then for the numbers, I have my Globe number, which is 0927-657-3012. That's for Globe. And for my smart number, for the smart users, that's 0939-4646-535. If you prefer to send me a message through Messenger, kindly just bear with me if I don't respond at once, because sometimes there's no signal. Sometimes I might be busy doing something and I don't have my phone with me. So it's still best to send me a text message or call me if you can. And then for person with disability, disability nasa utak, yes, definitely that's you. And then for email, that's EYMI or Echo Yankee Mama India at 1978 at outlook.com. Ulitin ko. Amy 1978 at outlook.com. That's Echo Yankee Mama India 1978 at yahoo.com. For those who want to send me an email asking for proposals of how much rates would be for the company outings or team buildings that you would want to do on Verde Island. And then, yes, we can also accommodate company outings. There's a resort there, which is the Surface Interval Resort. What's it? Salvahe ka. The resort, which is Surface Interval Resort, they can accommodate up to 150 to 200 persons. And we also have the Sawang Dive Camp, which is for couples, for small groups of families, for para sa mga gusto na Instagrammable pictures. We have Sawang. We have Verde. Basically, ang Verde is one building na puro rooms lang siya. So, kung gusto niyo ng medyo private, gusto niyo ng tahimik and malayo sa crowd, Verde is the best option. For those who want to ask me for pictures about these places, yes. For pictures, yes. You can just send me a message through Messenger and request for pictures so that I can send it to you. And then we do have the transient homes. We have the transient homes, which is, ang tawag ko dun sa isa, yung yellow bell house. Kasi yellow yung paint, tapos may yellow bell na puno. Corny, no? So, yellow bell house. And then, Shirley's accommodations. Si Shirley's accommodation, medyo semi-private siya. Along the road siya na beachfront property. She offers 2 rooms. And then, yung Yellow Bell House, private siya kasi kayo lang yung nandun sa property and it's a vacation house na beachfront property din. And then, dark cave like ko. Dark cave sa kuweba. Pwede naman, Geraldine. Papasamahan kita dun sa kay Pugoy. And then, what else ba? Most common questions ng guests. Pet friendly. Meron akong guest na nagtanong kung pet friendly ba sa Isla Verde, specifically in San Agapito. I can't speak for the rest of the barangays, pero in San Agapito, yes. Nagkaroon na kami ng guests before na may dala silang mga dogs, so it's okay. Pero of course, we have to consider the safety of everybody, lalo na kung nasa biyahe kayo sa bangka. Kasi there are other guests na baka, or other people na kasama nyo sa bangka na allergic sa aso, allergic sa cats, or sa balahibo. So we have to take that into consideration. You have to make sure your dog or your cat is on a leash, or yung tali ng aso in Tagalog. Kasi there's a, kahit naman sa Manila or kahit saan, di ba, merong parang barangay rule na kailangan nakatali ang inyong mga fur babies. So, si Alpha. Bakit ba kasi Pochi? Bakit may pangalang Pochi pa? Hindi na Alpha na lang. And then, yes, the island is very pet friendly. And as I mentioned, just please take into consideration the other guests or the other people that are with you while you're on the boat going to the island and leaving the island. Boat schedules, that's the next question. First and only trip. Thank you, Mika. Thank you so much. And then for it's just once a day. Hello, Garrison Wooden. I'm not sure if we've spoken privately, personally, but thank you for watching. So for the boat schedules, once a day lang ang trip. We only have once a day trips going to and from the island. So if that's the reason why we are asking our guests to please be at the Tabangao port at least before 8 o'clock in the morning. Boats usually leave by 8:30 to 9. 9 is the latest unless you are unless you rented a boat. Then if you're renting a boat, you can come and go anytime that you want. Of course, sis, there's smoking area. As long as, of course, hindi ka magkakalat ng, the cigarette butts, yung filters. I'll go into that later, after the boat schedules. And then, pag alis ng bangka, once the boat leaves at 8:30 to 9 in the morning, it's an hour and 15 to 20 minute boat ride, depending on the way the waves are. Sometimes it's a bit rough, but that's an extra adventure. For those who might be wondering or worried for the safety, it's very safe. There are life vests that you can use, enough life vests. And then the next trip would be 4 o'clock the next day. So I'm basing this on the public regular boat trip going to and from the island. So let's say, for example, Roxanne leaves 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. They usually arrive like 10 to 10:30 in the morning on to the island, and then their next trip the next day would be 4 o'clock in the morning. So if, let's say, for example, there's a lot of guests that are about to check out the next day, specifically during the weekends, sometimes there would be checkouts at 11 a.m. But that's depending on the number of guests that are about to check out from all of the rest of the resorts on in Barangay San Agapito. So let's say for example you arrive at 10:30 in the morning. You do your stuff on the island, you enjoy, you relax, you eat, you drink, you have fun. Just make sure you wake up before 4 o'clock the next morning so that you can take the boat ride going out of the island. Because if you're not gonna be able to take that first trip out of the island, you won't have a choice but to stay another night and wait for them for the next day, which is an additional fee, of course, because you're still going to be staying at the accommodation place where you're currently booked. Now, for those people, for those people with in groups, like say team buildings or company outings, or a big family that has the budget to rent out a boat. One boat rent one way, it's 4,500. So let's say for example, you're a group of 10 or 15 persons, 15 to 20 persons. You pay the 150 peso boat fare going to the island through MV Roxanne or the public boat, 150 per head. And then, of course, you arrive on the island, you have fun, you swim, you eat, you drink, you relax. And it's so inconvenient to wake up so early in the morning, especially if you've been doing some drinking uh, the night before, right? So I often suggest to our guests that have the budget, or can have the budget for to rent out a boat, is because the convenience of that is because you can, once you rent out a boat, you can leave as late as you want, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever time that you want to leave, you can leave. Because most of the time, if it's like you're um tanghali pa lang, inom na. Maaga ka nang dadating sa port, maaga pa lang, umiinom ka na. Para may bawi. So, um, what's good about renting out a boat, especially if you're more than 10 persons, you can just divide the price, di ba, amongst each other. At least, it's not that heavy on one person alone. Because even if it's me, I would prefer, especially if it's a team building or a company outing, I would suggest it to everybody to just rent out a boat. It's because it's much more convenient that way. Because I wish I can do something about the 4 a.m. trip out of the island, but that's the regular trip. Because with MV Roxanne, they leave at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to Tabangao, and it's also the same boat that comes back carrying other passengers around 10 to 10:30 in the morning. From Geraldine, she said, as long as ako magluluto ng adobo. Yes, I offer my cooking services para sa mga guests na gustong may tagaluto. Basta dalhin nyo lang yung ingredients nyo. I'm willing to do that for free. Pero doon sa mga may mga carry naman magbayad, mura lang po yung fee ko para magluto. Actually, yun nga yung nagiging trabaho ko eh. So, tour coordinator ka na, tagahanap ng yelo, photographer, kasi syempre nga naman, if it's barkadahan, it's like, if one of the, one person from the group would be the photographer, there's always one person missing, right? So, most of the time, they would do, what's that? Yung may timer. You get a timer for your camera or your phone, which is so inconvenient because the person holding the phone would have to run back as fast as he could before ma-finish yung timer para makasama siya sa picture. So, sometimes I would do that. Naghahanap ng jowa. Pwede rin. Madaming naghahanap ng jowa sa isla. And then, yun nga, I'm also the photographer of the group. If you prefer my phone, if you're okay with my phone being your camera, that's fine. But if you want to use a much better camera, that's fine also. And then, Juwang-juwa na ba? And then, what else? If, for drinks, yes, you can bring as much drink as you can carry. We don't have any corkage fees or no entrance fees. Well, sa resort meron, may entrance fee. But with us, if you're going to book it with me, there's no entrance fees. Um, well, yes, sis. Yun kasi yung regular trip nila. 4 a.m. talaga yung regular trip ng public motorboat na umaalis sa island. So, if kung carry naman ang budget na mag-rent ng boat, why not mag-rent? Kasi kung dadating ka ng 10 o'clock in the morning dun sa isla ng Saturday at mag-iinuman kayong magtropa the night before, hassle, di ba? Kung gigising ka ng 3 o'clock para lang mag-prepare to leave at 4 a.m. So, kung pag nag-rent ka ng boat, kahit alas 4 ng hapon kayo umalis or 5 o'clock ng hapon, pwede. Kasi, binayaran nyo yung oras. Basta wag lang lalampas ng 5 o'clock. Basta wag lang lalampas ng 5 o'clock ng hapon. Kasi, hindi na siya, it's like, medyo maalon na eh. Kasi pa high tide, di ba? And then, syempre, babiyahe pa kayo pabalik ng Manila or wherever else you're coming from. So, the best time to check out if you're renting out the boat, leaving the island is around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, what else? If, as I mentioned earlier, you can bring as much drinks as you want. Pero meron namang nabibilhan. You can buy it from the sari-sari stores there on the island. They have Alfonso, they have San Miguel, they have Red Horse, of course. Ang paborito ng bayan. Gin Bilog, meron din. Sinasabi ko, Geraldine. And then, meron din Cuatro Cantos. Pero I'm not sure about the other drinks eh. Yun lang yung most common na nandun. Para sa mga nagtitipid, Gin Bilog. Tapos Calamansi. Sold. Pero hindi ako umiinom nun eh. Once nag-apple lang ako. Mga 5 bote pwede na. Ano pala, pwede kong gawing, I'm going to offer my services sa pagluluto. Ipagluluto ko kayo ng lunch, dinner, at breakfast. As long as sagot nyo ang 10 pirasong San Mig apple ko. 'Di ba? Pwede na 'yon. Talon sa dagat pag may tama. Oo, meron kaming guest na gano'n. Sobrang lasing niya na. Feeling ko hindi niya na alam na medyo grabe na yung tama niya. Pumunta. As in, she waded out into the ocean wanting to swim. My God, I was so scared that time. Kasi it was so late na. I think it was around almost 2 o'clock in the morning. They were still drinking. So, this guest, of course, I'm not gonna mention names, she went to the shore, to the beach, and tried to swim. God, I was so scared. Because even if I know how to swim, it's scary to save somebody na lasing, di ba? Of course! Basta yun, offer ko yun. Pagka merong sa mga guests, mga future guests namin dyan, na gustong pumunta ng island, and syempre, nga naman parang hassle kung yung mga tropa nagliliguan na, nagiinuman na, tapos ikaw nagluluto pa. I'm offering my services for free. Ako ang magluluto ng food nyo as long as sagot nyo yung San Mig apple ko. Pang ano lang, mga 5 bote. Yun nga, charot. Siguro mga 25 bottles. And then, yes, let's get serious for a moment. Question ni Ma'am Mika earlier is kung may Yossi area. Of course, there's Yossi area. You can. Pero syempre, wag mo namang ibuga sa mga tao na nasa paligid mo, di ba? Meron akong mga shells doon na malalaki na ginawa kong ashtray. Ayoko mucho, Geraldine. Ano ba yan? So, meron akong mga shells doon na ginawa akong ashtray para sa mga Yossi friends ko dyan. Kasi nga naman, of course, we have to take care. One of my advocacies is for the love of the environment. Um, Even if you're in a small location or anywhere else, let's be mindful about our surroundings. Kasi smoking alone is already an added pollutant, right? The smoke that we're blowing out is already a pollutant. But let's be mindful of the people that's around us, and also of the cigarette butts, the filters that we throw away. So I specifically have shells there that guests can use as um, paglagyan ng tao. So I have shells there that I used for ashtrays. And then please refrain from bringing one-time use plastics. Like for example, yung 3-in-1 coffee. If kung talagang hindi natin maiiwasan, like say, syempre it's much more convenient to bring 3-in-1 coffee sachets kesa naman may mga jars ka ng kape, asukal at cream. Let's be mindful of where we throw it. Nagpo-provide ako ng trash bins na trash bags specifically para sa basura ng guests. So, if you're able to bring your own plates, much better. Please make sure to bring not the disposable ones. It's because it's trash. And people on the island are paying other people to bring all of those trash back into the city to be segregated and to be disposed of properly. So there's a difference kasi when you book in the resort. Kung sa resort kayo magbo-book, they offer kitchen use. Kaso, kalan at grill lang yon. So, for a specific fee, pwede kayong magbayad ng, pwede nyo gamitin yung kalan, which is use LPG, and then yung grill, but they don't offer mga kaldero, kawali, kitchen utensils, or plates and utensils. They don't offer that. Just the grill and the kalan. And then, para naman po sa mga transient homes, itong mga transient homes na to, dati silang bahay na ginawang vacation or accommodation house. Or yung iba sa kanila, specifically ginawang transient home. Because nga, dumadami na yung guests na pumupunta ng isla. And we do have some guests that don't want to stay in resort kasi nga crowded. So, in these homes, there's also a specific fee that you have to pay for the kitchen use, but we will provide all of the kitchen utensils that you will need, from the grill to the LPG, the kalan, and everything, caldero, kawali, whatever. And then the plates, the glasses, all included na. So you don't have to worry about bringing any except for the food and the condiments that you would need. Lalong-lalo na po yung plastic cups. Kung hindi maiiwasan talaga na kailangang magdala, please choose paper cups. Ano daw? So, please choose paper cups instead of the plastic disposable cups. Kasi it's really a problem these days. The plastic is too much. Really just too much. It's so bad for us. It's so bad for the environment. And then for water, you can bring water tumblers. Like if you're feeling thirsty, at least it's a water tumbler. You know it's yours. Now, speaking of water, the purified mineral waters are very expensive on the island. For groups of people that would bring your own mineral water, that's good kasi mas mura yon that way. But if nagko-commute lang kayo and then, syempre hassle nga naman if you're going to bring 1 big gallon of mineral water habang nasa biyahe. Isang blue gallon na may gripo, that's 100 pesos if you're going to buy it from the island. So, papahiram nila sa'yo yung container para magamit nyo while you're on the island, but it's 100 pesos. So, sometimes I would suggest to the guests na From Tabangao Port, especially kung dalawa lang naman kayo, kung couples lang kayo, bili na lang kayo ng 5 or 8 gallon containers dun sa Tabangao Port. That should be enough for an overnight stay for 2 to 3 persons. One more option is, magdala ka lang ng basyo, ng blue na gallon ng water, and then dun ka na sa Tabangao magpa-refill. That's much more cheaper also. Um, what else? For um, activities on the island, yes, we have dive tours. Actually, sa isla, ang tawag nila dun island tour. I don't really know why they call it island tour. Kasi hindi ka naman tinutour sa buong island. Yung iba naman, parang nalilito yata sila ang nagtatanong, meron po bang island hopping? Isa lang po yung Isla Verde. Kasi when you say island hopping, you're hopping from one place to another. So, okay yung island hopping na term kung nasa 100 islands ka. If you're in Palawan, you're in Coron, hopping to small islands, or in Leyte, somewhere that has a lot of islands. Pero isa lang po yung Isla Verde. Nasa gitna siya ng Verde Island Passage. So you can't call it island hopping. It's an island tour, or more specifically a dive tour. Kasi what they do with the dive tours is, for 1,500 pesos, maximum of 10 persons, for 2 to 3 hours, dadalhin ka sa dive sites. So there's a few dive sites that a lot of scientists and researchers go to when they're on the Verde Island Passage. So you just have to ask the boat captain where you want to go. You have two options. There are guests that would ask for a trip to the dive site, and then going back inland to, let's say, one of the resorts or somewhere. Hi, Keng. One place there on the island where you can explore. So that's much better than, just staying on the water all the time. Although, being a swimmer, if you love snorkeling, swimming, or free diving, that's I think that's the in thing right now. A lot of people are joining free diving classes. So Pulong Bato, which is the most famous dive site on Isla Verde, that's that's a really good place to do free diving and snorkeling. But sometimes it depends on the waves, because if the waves are too much, nobody's probably going to go out and do the dive tours for you. Um, what else? Activities. Surface Interval Resort offers. There's a dragon boat. I think they call it a dragon boat because it's not a banana boat. I think it's shaped like a dragon, so they call it a dragon boat. I'm not really sure how much per head right now, but the last time that I checked, it was like 250 per head for 30 minutes. And then they have a jet ski. I think they only have that during the summer. And then what else? Yes, you can do the hiking, as I mentioned earlier. You can hike from, let's see, from the bottom, point zero, which is in Bignay or in Uson, all the way to the solar panels. Or if you feel like it, you go to Padre Pio Grotto. And then there's also the day tour trip, which is in, when I say day tour, I don't mean you go to the island during the morning and then come back to the mainland in the afternoon or at night. No, what I mean about a day tour is, you go to the island, there's a specific place that we call Punta Verde. For a specific fee, they will let you in there. They have a man-made swimming pool with ocean water in it. So if you want to see pictures of that, just kindly go to the page, check for the albums, and you will see pictures of what Punta Verde looks like. It's a very beautiful place. That's one of the reasons why I fell in love with the island. It's because the scenery is just breathtaking. I understand there's a lot more beautiful places like Palawan or Coron, Siargao especially. I've been to those places, but there's something different about being on the island. It's, aside from the fact that it's close to Manila, it's it's an experience. Just being there, the sound of the waves, the sand isn't as white, but it's pebbly. It has corals and pebbles in it, but it's free foot scrub. So I guess I've been babbling for a while. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the numbers to get in contact with for inquiries and reservations, it's 0927 for my globe number, and 0939 for my smart number. For the international number, that's plus 63927. Well, you just add +63 and then the 927 or the 939. It's all on the page. You can check it out on the page. And then for the email address for those guests who might want to that are requiring proposals for the budget for a group outing, team buildings and stuff. You could just ask for my email address, which is EYMI1978, or that's Echo Yankee Mama India 1978 at outlook.com. Thank you everybody for watching my live, and I hope I was able to shed some light on some of the major questions that most of our guests are asking. And hopefully, since the summer is just around the corner, you can give us a call, you can text, or send me a message through Messenger, and then ask for prices and rates and stuff and activities, and I am very glad to answer all of your questions. So thank you guys for watching. This is Amy, and well, also known as Pochay. That's just one and the same. The Moana of Isla Verde, kasi kulot na negra. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you all in Isla Verde in the future. Thank you. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Bye.